Over the last month, there has been a lot of traffic to and from the islands of Cayes and San Pedro as residents took a much-needed break from quarantine restrictions to relax. Water taxis have been busy ferrying people to their destinations and back, so much so that additional runs had to be introduced to accommodate the flow of passengers.
What we have done to kind of accommodate the crowd is to add that extra run in, which would be 5:30. It was in high demand for a later vessel. So we added a later vessel coming out from the islands as well, just so if people want to go for a day trip, they can do that as well. So for each port, we had one extra departure.
I'm just trying to get in line because it's social distance. I don't know I'm okay.
Over the extended weekend 3 weeks ago, there were concerns about overcrowding. Marketing manager Shamika Pennell says that there will be more officers at the terminal to ensure that travelers are adhering to social distancing rules.
For the most part, we have control because we have officers located here. But for Easter, we intend to increase security personnel from the police force to kind of help us enforce those rules with regards to social distancing, and just to help us with the carrying capacity of the compound. We don't want it to be too crowded. We want to make sure that it's enough people for the terminal. It's a large terminal, so we can hold a large amount, but at the same time, we want them to be social distance. The law right now is 75% capacity, so that's what we're doing. So I know you've seen the pictures with, the boat is jammed. We want to let the public know that each of our boat is scrutinized by the Belize Port Authority. It's based on the capacity that is issued to us by the Belize Port Authority, 75% from that total.
San Pedro Belize Express Water Taxi says that since last week, a lot of people have been purchasing tickets in advance. It helps with the process, but she advises everyone to arrive at terminal half an hour before their scheduled departure.
We actually are asking our people, if you're going for Easter, please don't wait last minute. Come in a day before, like right now, purchase your tickets. So when it's time to depart, you only need to check in to go on the manifest. When you come to check in, we ask you to be here at least 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, just to get the lines, to reduce those lines. We want to reduce the line and make it easier for customers. We have some of the largest boats, which would be the catamarans, and we're going to utilize those boats. We're going to use our larger boats, and that would take the crowd off. So our largest boat, I believe, is 210. So 75% capacity would run you about 150 on that vessel. So the moment we send off a catamaran, you'll see the crowds reduce. Now, what we've prepared, that if we have what we call the left behinds, we would do a slack vessel, which was a standby vessel, and we would shoot those out on that run.
Duane, Moody for News 5.